Hey guys, how are you doing? Today I want to sleep at my bug out camp again, and I haven't been here for about a year. So finally I had the time to come back to my old bug out spot, and there's actually a lot of work to do. Woohoo! The camp looks great. As you can see, I already was here dragging in some gear. Good girl, good girl. Come here. Yes, good girl. The camp is looking really good. I'm really surprised actually. So it doesn't seem to have major leaks. I found a little bit of rain drops in here, but that's not too bad. And today I have brought the shovel because I have a lot of work to do. So first of all, I want to bury this cache here, which I have prepared. So let's check what's inside. So basically it's this small container full of gear with the essentials: shelter, fire, containers, cutting tools, first aid kit, and so on. I'm probably gonna use my gloves today. Yeah, so now I want to find a place where I can bury this survival cache because I want this gear to stay here at the camp. But I don't want to bury it all the way because I want to access this thing every time I'm here. So I'm probably gonna bury it up to here. And that's why I brought the shovel for. Now there's another thing that I want to check. So here at the back side I have a couple of logs, and those I have inoculated with mushrooms, and now I want to bury them in the forest. Yeah, you can see here the mycelium. Here's more. So yeah, I'm going to bury those in the creek down here. Alright, I got all of my mushroom logs buried, and now I'm going to give them a whack. And this is going to wake up the mycelium. And then the mycelium is gonna start making fruits. But you want to give them a whack because it's simulating a fall to the ground. Okay, now let's check the creek for a moment. Alright, so 2 years ago I spread a little bit of mycelium here on these logs too. But it doesn't seem to have worked because the mushrooms that are growing on these logs are not mine. So this is something different. This here though could be Trametes versicolor, but yeah, it's really old, so I have to recheck this winter, and then we will see if at least turkey tail has worked. But I cannot see any reishi or oyster mushrooms, so it seems as if here it was a little bit too moist. You can also see that there was water coming down this creek, so it has rained so much this year. We had a lot of rain this year that even here now we had some rain and water coming down. And now let's check this out. Check this out, my friends. This is the creek right underneath the shelter. And finally we have water again. Yippee! We have water. Nice. So this creek has dried out. I could not find any water in the last 5 years. But now it's the first time that I can see water again, and that's a good sign. Okay, now I want to bury my survival cache at an undisclosed location. So I'm not going to show you where the stuff is, but I'm going to bury it near my camp where I have easy access to it. Alright, so I have placed the survival cache and it only took me half an hour, and that's because here we have the finest loam. So it's really easy to dig in this loam. Yes, there were some roots, but it was not too bad. So yeah, now that I'm done with that, I wanted to make a fire, but it has just poured down and it's still raining. So instead I'm going on a mushroom hunt, and I'm only going to take my knife with me and also my canteen and my mobile phone, but I'm going to leave the main camera here because I don't want it to get wet. Alright, so now it's 2 hours later and I'm back at the camp. I found a couple of mushrooms, but not that many, so it's still a little bit too early in the mushroom season. So what I found are a couple of chanterelle mushrooms and one of these ones. This is the Russula species and it tastes super good. Unfortunately, I only found one of these. This is actually one of my favorite mushrooms. Yeah! My lights are still working. Awesome. So as you can see, I've built myself some lights, camping lights, lanterns, and they are running with my battery case that I built. This is a 12-volt battery case. Hold on a second. So that's the battery at the inside. And yeah, awesome. This is great. I have a thermometer on here to check the temperature inside of the battery case, and also one more light here, which is for emergencies. So if I switch on the light, it's 27 watts. So the light is drawing a lot of energy, and that's because I'm using some old light bulbs. But I really like this light, so I don't like LEDs, and that's why I'm using old classical light bulbs. There's some wind coming. Hopefully this is not turning into a storm. Oh my God. There's a storm coming. Okay, now I try to quickly make a fire so I can cook my meat. But the storm is taking up on wind speed. So it's pretty wild. I hope that no tree is falling on my shelter. It's pouring down rain again, so I'm hiding in my shelter. I'm hoping that my fire doesn't go out. Okay, I'm inside of the shelter now because outside it has gotten really uncomfortable. But gladly I was able to cook my meat. It's so good. Fantastic. Okay, it keeps raining, so now I'm dragging in some wet wood from around the shelter. But yeah, it's still burning. I got a hot fire. Inside of the shelter it has 23 degrees Celsius, so it's really toasty warm. And now it's time to go to bed. Okay, I'm really tired and I'm glad that I can sleep now. It was a really strenuous day, but I really loved it coming back to my bug out camp. And now I just want to sleep. So yeah, good night and we see each other tomorrow. Good morning, folks. It's early in the morning, 6 o'clock. I did not sleep anything. I had a horrible night. First it was too warm inside of the shelter. Then the rain was so loud. Then I heard mice. Then something jumped on my arm and I completely freaked out, and it turned out that it was a toad. So I didn't sleep at all, and now I thought, well, I can leave because there's no way that I'm sleeping. So yeah, that's the worst night that I ever had here in the bug out camp. I hope next time I sleep a little bit better. But still, it was a great day and the morning is magnificent. Beautiful. Okay guys, so this is it. I'm leaving the camp. Thank you so much for watching. It was a great overnighter, although I didn't sleep at all. But still great experience, and if you want to see more videos like this, then make sure that you are subscribing to my channel. Lilly out.